Kurt and his friends are no strangers to war. Even though Kurt left the US Marines 2 years ago, in just a couple of days he's heading into battle. Actually, Kurt isn't his real name. He wants us to call him that to protect his identity. Kurt's plan is to fight against the terrorist organisation Islamic State, alongside Kurdish forces in northern Iraq.
How was that? Was it good? How did it go?
Felt pretty good.
Are you deaf now?
My aim could be better. It's been a little while. I'm a little rusty on the walking portion. We'll try to clean it up. This is, as an American former military personnel, I feel like I have an obligation to defend humanity whenever it needs assistance. We have a saying: once a Marine, always a Marine. You know, you may lose the uniform, you may get out of the institution, but you never lose the attitude.
But the Marines aren't going there. Like...
This one is. The way I look at it is, if not me, then who? You know, if people aren't willing to volunteer their time and step up and do the right thing, then nothing changes. You know, you can't be expected to be compensated or wait for somebody to order you to go. Sometimes you got to take initiative and do the right thing.
The stakes are high. Other volunteers with the Kurdish forces have already been killed fighting IS. Kurt says that news reports about the terrorist organisation's brutality in Syria and Iraq have pushed him to join the front lines.
Ready to start? I'm afraid of a horrible death, but I'm not afraid of death. It's inevitable anyway. I'd rather...
Yeah, but you're 25, like it's not inevitable at 25.
Well, I mean, people get killed, you know, walking down the street by a car swerving out of their lane every day, or, you know, other ridiculous mishaps.
The US discourages its citizens from joining foreign wars, officially.
Do you think, like, unofficially, a lot of also high-ranking members of the military actually support a move like that?
Unofficially, I would say they would support going back, but that's definitely kept behind closed doors.
Kurt's friends, who are still in the military, are training him in secret so they don't get into trouble. Kurt's weapon of choice against IS? Actual weapons. Kurt's ready to trade in the beach for the battlefield. He lives in Southern California. He's asked me not to give away his exact location. He's afraid his family and friends could be threatened by IS supporters.
Well, I mean, I think that's culturally relative, because to the Kurdish people, I think 16...
A few hundred Western fighters have joined Kurdish forces in Syria and Iraq, compared with the thousands of Westerners who are fighting for the other side, IS. Kurt decided to enroll with the Kurdish Peshmerga fighters after reading their recruitment website.
They were very discouraging, which is funny to say, but they said, don't come, this is really difficult. I'm just gonna say it again, don't come, don't come, don't come. And he's like, if you still feel like this is for you, you buy your plane ticket, message us back here when you have it, and we'll talk. And they were like, very quick about it. I said, hey, I already got my plane ticket, I'm gonna be there soon, and I think I got a response in less than 24 hours.
Joining a war is surprisingly easy.
This is pretty cool.
Do you have more like a view?
This is Kurt's chance to finally see combat. He dropped out of high school at 19 and joined the US Marine Corps, wanting to fight in battle. But when he did get deployed to Afghanistan in 2010, it was for a desk job, away from the action.
It wasn't super important what I was doing. You know, what I would do literally every day was I'd watch these convoys, and even then it was just my job to stare at the screen, and I didn't really have a whole lot of involvement of actually taking action if something occurred or an event occurred with our convoys.
Were you frustrated?
Yeah, pretty frustrated.
Are you okay? Are you all right? You hit the right leg, man. I'm bleeding. Surprise, surprise, surprise.
Kurt's better prepared for battle than a lot of Western recruits joining Kurdish forces. Some don't have any military experience at all.
All right, hey, what's your name?
Bob.
How you doing, Bob?
I'm bleeding, but I guess I'm okay.
You got the major bleeding gun? Pick him up and drag him out.
With the clock ticking on Kurt's self-deployment to Iraq, he's getting training from his friend who's a medic.
Grab onto me if you can. If you can move your left leg to kick and push, do so.
Go for it. There you go. Good job.
Suppress!
All right, cool. That's good. One scenario.
You're gonna be able to catch this.
When he gets to Iraq, he'll even know how to give wounded fighters an IV.
Okay.
Where's the vein at?
Okay. You should see it already. Okay.
Okay, and then into that.
Yep. And then poke.
Okay.
It's locked up. So, and then we're gonna secure this first. Let go. Let go. Let go.
Yeah, we lost it. Okay, so I went through the
To be
back.
honest, though,
Yeah.
I'm not sure Kurt completely realises the risk he's taking.
What's that?
If you got captured by Islamic State, we've seen like horrible things,
Right.
torture, being set on fire alive. Can you ever be mentally prepared for something like that?
Well, no, but you can be mentally prepared to not allow that to happen. For me personally, and what that means to me is either fighting and forcing them to kill me till with every breath in my body, or taking my own life if I'm out of ammo and have no means of resistance anymore. Because that's going to be more humane, less painful, and especially easier on any loved ones back home, because I'd hate to see them, you know, my head end up on Al Jazeera in the evening news. Stay awake, you understand?
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna get back in the fight. Take care, all right? Be safe.
All right, cool.
All right, get down. Get down.
Okay.
Get down.
Let go, let go.
Kurt's parents aren't happy about his choice, but his mum is at least supportive. His dad tells him he's being a fool.
Get on your knees. Stand up. Stand up. Step. Go to your knees.
Items I still have yet to acquire.
Kurt's got a one-way ticket for northern Iraq. He doesn't know how long he'll be there, but he does know what he's taking with him.
In a couple of days.
Cigars?
Yeah.
So on what occasion would you smoke those?
Well, killing time, killing time. Maybe a victory, who knows, whatever the occasion. And I got, enough to share. So, with this rifle, I can hang it
Kurt
like
won't
that,
be able to take his own
put it on the
weapons.
side,
He'll have to work with whatever the Peshmerga give him.
run it like this, really snap into a sturdy position for doing.
They'll provide food and shelter. His US veteran benefits will help pay for everything else.
A regular AK-47.
But to be honest, I have mixed feelings. Like leaving you now, like I do understand more what your motivation is, why you want to do this, but I also feel like it's very risky. You're kind of running into the dangerous situation with your eyes wide open.
Better they're wide open than, shut, I would say. I don't think there's any better way to approach danger than, being aware of what it really is you're undertaking. And it's not for everybody, It's not for everybody. But, I mean, some people have their calling in life, and I think this is mine.
To fight Islamic radicalization, Kurt is taking radical action himself. The way he sees it, joining the war against IS might be his chance to make a difference. Finally.